Conte's Tottenham blueprint sees No.10 issue arise and forgotten man return. It has only been 4 months since Tottenham last appointed a manager, but they could again be looking for a new man in the dugout. Nuno Espirito Santo was far from the first-choice candidate in North London as the club's managerial search dragged on for much of the summer. The former Wolves boss has seen pessimism sink in after a brief burst of optimism at the start of the season. Exclusive: Tottenham consider Nuno's future as Paulo Fonseca moves into frame. A 3-0 defeat to Manchester United at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium saw boos ring out at full time as fans made their feelings clear. Daniel Levy is not known for his patience and Nuno is now under serious pressure early in his reign. Tottenham may again turn to one of the men they considered in the future, with Paulo Fonseca already being linked with the post once more. The Italian is admired by Fabio Paratici, Tottenham's director of football, and they made moves to appoint him in the summer. Another man who Levy may try to tempt to North London once more is Antonio Conte. Read more: Tottenham's fresh stance on Antonio Conte interest as pressure mounts on Nuno. John Cross. Inside Nuno's struggle to survive at Spurs amid Kane problems and fan revolt. The former Inter Milan and Chelsea boss is arguably the most in-demand manager currently out of a job. Manchester United have been linked with him, so he may not be on the market for long, although Ole Gunnar Solskjaer looks set to see out the season. Tottenham have seen a huge shift in their style, having gone from Mauricio Pochettino's intense approach to the more measured and defensive ethos employed by Jose Mourinho and now Nuno. Conte would appear to be something of a middle ground with a blend of pragmatism and ambition. Have your say. Who should Spurs hire if Nuno makes way? Tell us your No.1 pick below. If Tottenham are to again be a force, then they need Harry Kane firing. The striker's lack of goals are no doubt a factor in his team's struggles. Conte's 3-4-3 system has often featured a main point of attack, be that Romelu Lukaku, Diego Costa or Carlos Tevez. It means Kane would no doubt be asked to spend more time in the final third as opposed to dropping deep, which he has done with increasing regularity. The England forward, seemingly still frustrated by his failed summer move, has only scored once in the league this term. His combination with Heung-min Son has not clicked like it did last term, but Conte's system at Inter Milan was able to get the best from Lukaku and strike partner Lautaro Martinez. Having two attacking options who come up with 15+ goals a year is a major asset, and Tottenham have that, they just don't look like producing at the moment. One thing Conte has rarely accounted for, though, is a number 10. His two central midfielders have provided more of a defensive foundation, whilst feeding the attacking trio, as Nemanja Matic and N'Golo Kanté did at Chelsea. It may mean players like Giovanni Lo Celso lose out, but wingers Lucas Moura and Steven Bergwijn could flourish with less onus placed on their defensive responsibilities. Few play three centre-halves and two wing-backs more effectively than Conte. The Italian has enjoyed league success in each of his last 3 club jobs using that system, and he will almost certainly do so again in his next role. Defensive frailties are perhaps Tottenham's most immediate worry. Long gone are the days of Toby Alderweireld and Jan Vertonghen. If Conte does take the job mid-season, something he has previously been reluctant to do, then he will have to work with the likes of Christian Romero, Davinson Sanchez, Eric Dyer and Joe Rodon. Doubts exist over the majority of Tottenham's central defensive options. Then again, doubts existed over David Luiz at Chelsea, but in a 3 he looked as accomplished as ever. Having that extra man could change the dynamics and allow players to flourish with a greater insurance policy. Out wide players often sink or swim when playing in wing-backs roles, such as the uniqueness of it. Victor Moses went from outcast to regular at Stamford Bridge in Conte's system. Emerson Royal and Sergio Reguilón have been regulars this term in a back 4, and, on first glance, both men look as if they would take to wing-back roles. Who is currently the best manager in the world? Take part in our survey below. A change in system may allow someone like Japhet Tanganga to further himself. As ever with a manager change, there will be winners and losers. Ben Davies could also make himself a regular. Ryan Sessegnon, who is yet to make a league appearance this term, could be a huge beneficiary. At Fulham as a teenager he excelled as a left-back, but also as a winger, and seems equally as effective in both boxes. 2 men currently on the periphery of the squad are Harry Winks and Dele Alli. Both men thrived under Pochettino in a possession-based team. Under Conte, neither come across as players who would immediately feature, unlike Tanguy Ndombele. The Frenchman's potential has still to be unleashed at Tottenham, but his attributes look to suit a 3-4-3 formation.